Gemini. Welcome to Glow in the Dark Tarot. I'm going to be doing your reading for September 2019. So, Gemini, this is my second time recording your video. The first video I got 12 minutes in, and I was just on a roll, and I was like, yeah, and see this, and then found out it wasn't recording anymore. And then the camera fell like twice. Okay, so now I have to like do it all over. So a little couple of disclaimers. So if I'm talking funny or if I sound kind of weird, I just had surgery on my mouth. Okay, so I saw the stitches in. Your girl is pretty drugged up right now. Not too bad, but you know, I feel nothing. So you know, if I'm talking a little bit weird or if it sounds like I have a slight lisp, it's because I just had surgery on my mouth and I have stitches in right now. Okay, so don't be alarmed. I'm fine. I probably should be laying down and not doing your reading, but I really wanted to do your reading. Okay. Also, I did get a brand new deck of cards here. They're the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Okay, so a girl that I watch and who I like, and I go to her for myself. She uses these cards. I really love these cards. I really love the illustrations on them. I said in the video for Pisces that I wanted to, you know, I'm going to be making a lot of changes to this channel in the coming days and in the coming weeks. I have another deck of tarot cards that I have coming in to be clarifiers, just Rider-Waite, but just a little different. But yeah, I'm going to start using different decks of tarot cards. I'm going to start using these oracle cards here, just so I can give you guys a little bit more of a takeaway with your readings as far as advice. Okay. Just so you guys can get more from the readings than possibly what I'm giving you, okay? So then one more thing, Gemini. So one thing that came out to me before I started your reading, and then when I got in the middle of your reading on the other video, another thing popped out. So the first thing immediately that stuck out to me before I even started talking about the cards was I heard, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. And Gemini, I don't think this is someone saying this to you. I think it's possible you might be put in a situation where you are tempted to say that to someone, or where you might have to say that to someone, but I just kept hearing, watch your mouth. Okay, so take that however it resonates. But, you know, I'm going to go both ways with it, okay? Gemini, this month, I think you're going to have to watch your mouth. I'm not going to tell you not to tell someone to watch how they're speaking to you, because sometimes that's what you got to do. However, if and when you do tell that person, watch your mouth. Watch how you, Gemini, say it. Okay? So, just take that, alright? Just take it. Just take it. Watch your mouth. What was the other thing that came out? Was it disengage? I think it was disengage. So Gemini, yeah, I think it was disengage. So Gemini, I think this month people are really going to be trying to try it with you. I do. I think this month people are really going to just at least want to try it with you. Because we're coming out of a space where we just did this final cleanup, right? We just broke away from this last little bit of tethering to the toxic bullshit that we cut out a long time ago. A long time ago. We just got rid of the details of it, right? And so you have the world card in the reverse as the first card in the spread. And Gemini, I really don't think this is you. I really don't think that that's your energy. I don't think that this energy of not wanting something to be over, not wanting a cycle to be completed, trying to maintain a sense of control, I think that is something or someone else. I think this is that thing that you finally broke away from. I think this is that person that you finally cut out, like finally, of your life. I think this is that job that you finally let go of, that obligation, that group of people, those fake friends. This energy I don't think is you. I think it's some of the people around you. And I think for the most part, this is you. But I think there's a possibility in September where something's going to happen. You're going to see something. Someone's going to say something. There's going to be some type of vibe. And it's going to trigger you. And it might bring up some stuff. But again, I don't feel like this world in the reverse is you. I feel like it's people around you. I don't feel like that's your energy at all. I feel like this is a situation that has been created by your decision to walk away. Yep, that's what I see. And some people ain't happy about it. I'm telling you, some people ain't happy, Gemini. Ain't happy about it. That's not our problem. Now, what I do see is you with this full energy. You see all this shit happening, but you're kind of just looking over it. You see how his chin and his nose are just kind of stuck up to the sky, and he's just looking over that bullshit. That's what you are doing, Gemini. And I think at this point, too, at this point, a lot of the toxic things and a lot of the toxic people that we cut out of our life, at this point, they've already showed their asses. You see what I'm saying? Like, they've already shown their asses to an extent where it's like they can't even outdo themselves past the point of which they've shown their ass to us. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, you showed your ass because I did one thing or a couple things to stay true to myself and to stay authentic to myself and to make my life better and to go after my worth. You know, you showed your ass to the full extent, and yeah, it was shocking at first, and yeah, it did make me feel isolated. But now I know what to expect from you when shit, I guess, hits the fan. So, you didn't end anything. You didn't ruin me like you wanted to or tried to when you did all that shit. That's okay. But now that I know what to expect, now that I literally have seen you at your worst, I'm not worried about it. I wasn't too worried about it before, but now I'm really not worried about it because now you're predictable to me, you know? The haters and the lames are predictable to us now. And the main reason why they keep getting pissed off at us is because we are unpredictable. And we are unpredictable in the sense of that we aren't going to let people control us. We aren't going to let people tell us how we should be. We're not going to let people dictate our worth. That's not up to for them to decide. That is up for us to decide. So we aren't impressed by this energy. We aren't surprised by it. In fact, we know it's there, but we barely see it because we are looking over it. And we are looking over it while leaping into our new beginnings. We are ready for the new. We are ready to walk away into the sunset of new opportunities, new love, new career, new money, new us. You know, we are different at this point, but we are walking away from this cycle that does not want to close. We have made up our minds that it's closed. That's all we need. So we have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Five of Pentacles. So I do think that there are some things that we are still closed off to. There are some people we are still closed off to. I think when it comes to love, we are closed off to love. I think when it comes to the past, we are closed off to the past. I think when it comes to any type of offering that is just too enthusiastic, any type of offering that does not seem authentic. And I feel like maybe we're around a lot of people or a situation, we're in the middle of a situation where things don't seem quite authentic. They don't seem real. And we are closed off to those things. With that, I do think we do feel a little lonely. I do think that we do feel a little marginalized. I do think that we feel a little left out, you know? It seems like everyone is in a relationship. It seems like everyone's in love. It seems like everyone can have that one thing that for some reason we can't have. And maybe at some point we had it. But why is it that what we had was something that we had to close and we had to walk away from? Why aren't we as lucky as everyone else around us? What is it about all these people here? You know, what do they have that we don't have? But, you know, they're not lonely, they're not left out, but we are. So I think that might be one thing that we are dealing with this month. You know, just that whole sense of being different. Like I said, we have cut those last little, you know, bits of toxic tetherings away and off. And I don't think we regret it. We're not mad about it. A lot of people are mad about it, but I think the fact that a lot of people are mad about it makes us feel a little bit like, well, geez, you know, like it does kind of put us on the outs a little bit, you know, and I don't think that we're going to be boo-hooing about it, but it is just like, damn, once again, I'm an island. Maybe I don't mind being an island, but we're going to be reminded very strongly that there is a group of people or there is a situation that does not want to end, that does not want to close, and that does not want you to walk away. And we're just going to be here, being the lone wolves, being the island, being the on the outs person that we are. But I don't think that we're going to feel too bad about it. But we notice it. Now, Six of Wands in the reverse, Death in the reverse next to the Devil. So I definitely think that there are some things, some thoughts, some ways that we are keeping to ourselves. I don't think that we're letting a lot of people know our moves. And I think that that's part of the reason why we broke away, right? Because we want our moves to be our moves. We want our life to be our own. I think for a very long time, there were a lot of people who were around us who didn't need to be around us and didn't deserve to be around us, who felt like they knew us. And they don't. So, I definitely feel like we have this energy where we kind of don't want to be on display right now. I think for Virgo season, I think Gemini is what we're going to be doing is we're going to kind of like be chilling. You know, I think we are kind of going to be a little bit more homebodies. I think we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the details of us and of our life. And we're going to be more focused on just us. We're not going to be paying attention to anything outside of us and our stuff. So, you know, I think that, you know, we already know that we stand out. We already know that we shine. We already know that we're like walking bling. But I don't think that we're going to be so outwardly boastful about it. I think that we are really going to do our best to hide in plain sight. Okay? I do think that we are going into some changes. And again, I think that this is kind of like this world card up there. I don't think this is you, Gemini. I don't think that this is you not wanting or not liking this change or this death because it's right next to the fucking devil card. Like, I don't think this is you. Like, I think we are going to be dealing with how other people are not dealing with the fact that we have changed. Does that make sense? Like, that's what I think this is. I think we are going to be dealing with other people not taking it too well, that we're just fucking different. And we're not going to take your shit. You know? This death card in the reverse, this lack of wanting change, this lack of accepting it, this reality check, I think, for a lot of people around you. I think it's gonna bring out this shit again. And remember when I said earlier in the reading how, you know, I do think that you're gonna have stuff come up. I think it is possible. I'm really trying not to say it, but I think it's possible it might be from the past. You're going to have stuff that comes up, and that's going to remind you of why the fuck you walked away in the first place. And again, Gemini, my advice to you is to watch your mouth, disengage, and keep walking. All right? But this death card in the reverse, this unacceptance of change, this unacceptance of somebody glowed the fuck up, someone's new, someone's different. It's going to bring out some toxic natures of some already toxic people around you who maybe don't want to let you go. Or who maybe just don't want to let go of this sense of control that they feel like they have to have over you. What is it, Gemini, about us that brings out the devil in people? I mean, like, we are wonderful lovers, and we are wonderful people. We have the biggest hearts. But what is it about our duality that attracts that negative from other people? What is it about us being so free-spirited that makes people want to control us so much? You know, I'm a Gemini, and so with these readings, me being a Gemini, and especially when I do the Gemini readings, it's really important to me that I don't project. You know, I don't want to project my own experiences onto a reading that is for everyone, you know. But I will personally say that for me as a Gemini, I always constantly run into people who want to control me. And whether this is in a relationship, whether this is with friendship, even with other females, whether this is with bosses, especially other female bosses, people always want to control me, and I don't know why. And I think it might be the fact that we usually think ahead of people and we're very smart. I think it's also that we're very independent, and I think it comes off that we are just not controlled. I think it comes off that we are very uncontrollable, and I think maybe that's why, but I don't know. But I think that, I mean, would it be fair to say that most of the toxic things that we have cut out, there was some controlling aspect to them? I mean, is that fair to say? Isn't that always the deal breaker with the Gemini? Trying to control them. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, Page of Wands, followed by the Nine of Swords, followed by the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. So, I don't really think that we're going to be phased too much. I mean, we've already dealt with this shit, right? So I don't really feel like we're going to be phased too much with this bullshit and this toxic shit and this, like, old shit, basically. That's what I'm going to call it, because we've already dealt with it. We've already walked away. So I don't really feel like we're going to be faced with it to the point where we aren't going to move on, still looking ahead, still looking over our wand to see, ooh, what's over there? You know, we're going to keep going. Is it kind of going to make us feel like we're standing out? Yeah, it is. It is, but we're used to that. We're always standing out. Is it going to make us want to just be a little bit more private and a little bit more to ourselves and a little bit more homey? Of course. But again, I don't think it's going to bother us too much. I do think we're going to notice it, and I think we're going to think about it, and I think we're going to be like, damn, like, for real? Why? Like, why? Why are you talking about me? Like, goddamn. You know, I think it is kind of going to be that energy with us. Like, damn, like seriously, really, really, okay. You know, I think if anything, it will kind of be a headache because it's like, damn, people are talking about me again. Okay, cool. What an interesting way to let me know you love me, but because why are you talking about me otherwise, right? Like, jealousy is just love and hate at the same time, right? Like Drake said, right? So, but I think one thing I want you to do is to make sure that you don't let it mess with the way that you view yourself. And don't worry about what other people decide to do or say about you and how that might affect how other people see you. Okay? Don't let this shit trick you into believing that you are this and not this. Or that you're at least not on your way there. You do, in fact, have your shit together. Regardless of what the situation is trying to make it look like. Protect your coin. Protect everything that you have. Protect everything that you have worked for up into this point. Protect it. Protect you. Protect what you stand for. Let these people talk and feel and say what they have to say loudly. You hold your chin and your nose up and you look over that shit and you walk the fuck away. And you protect the hell out of everything that you have. Because at this point, people literally have to come and find you if they want to bring bullshit and drama your way. And there's a word for that. That's called stalking. If it's more serious, it's called assault. That's called bullying. At some point, the fact that you have moved yourself away from this stuff and the fact that you haven't engaged for a very long time, and I know you're tempted to engage now because you got your vibe back and you're feeling yourself, and you always knew you were a bad bitch, but now it's like know it. I feel you. I feel you. But you are not completely out of the woods yet with this foolishness. Watch your mouth. Disengage. Walk away. Allow this foolishness to do what it's going to do. Do the same thing you've been doing when this foolishness was there before. Because at this point you have moved away. You have moved yourself. You have removed yourself from certain people and situations that don't have your best interests at hand. And at this point, all those haters who want to talk about you, people around them are really going to be wondering, why are you even still talking about that person? Come to find out, you over here talking about Gemini, but I'm all the time, but I never see Gemini in the room. Why are you so obsessed with them? They're not even here. They don't even bother anyone. So just relax. All right. Now, Page of Cups. I think you might have some offers, but I think you are a little leery on whether or not you want a page. Think you're more concerned about your stability. Think you're more concerned about your foundation. I think you're more concerned about work. I don't really feel that you want to entertain anything, uh, particularly love, but I don't think that you want to entertain anything that seems immature or just underdeveloped. I do see that coming your way. I do think maybe you also have some ideas of your own. Right now, I think that you're just kind of chilling, regardless of what's happening, regardless of what you had to walk away from. That Eight of Cups has become one of, if not my favorite card within the whole deck. I just think it's a pretty card. I used to associate that card with hurt, but I just think it's a beautiful card. Perfectly balanced colors and everything. But I think that you are resting in your decisions. You're resting on your choice to choose your stability and your balance. And even though I don't think that you are trying to boast, I don't think that you are trying to make it too obvious that you got it, you know that you have it. Things might not be perfect, but you are pretty content with the point that you have brought yourself to. You're pretty content, happy, proud, reflective with the decisions that you have made. And how much work you have put in to get yourself to this safe place of your own. You know how you got there. You still feel backstabbed. You still feel the pain of the it, like I talked about in last month's video. I don't think it's so much about the person anymore. I think it's more about the it. Whatever that is to you, however that resonates. I don't think it's about the group. I don't think it's about the job. I don't think it's about the person. I don't think it's about the this or that. I think it's more about the it, the principle, and I think it fucking hurts. Still, I think you still feel like you have 10 swords in your back, and I think it's possible that the people or the group or the situation that put those 10 swords there are going to want to try to put those 10 swords in your back again this month. Or I think that things are going to happen. People are going to say things or do things or show their ass in a way to where it is going to bring back the pain of those 10 swords in your back. But I think a bigger part of you is going to be looking at those 10 swords in your back with a new perspective And maybe you're going to be analyzing it a little bit more than feeling it whilst you sit in the midst of your 10 Pentacles. Regardless, make sure that you nurture yourself. Sorry, I'm just being nosy. Make sure that you nurture yourself. Whatever causes that Ten of Swords energy to come up, immediately remedy it. Whenever someone from your past, or whenever someone from this cycle that does not want to end, whenever someone who does not like this change, this new you, comes around and tries to bring their toxicity to you, and it nicks or you know, reopens one of the old wounds from one of those swords in your back, immediately put some Neosporin on it, so that the healing can go ahead and start. Don't take the time to deal with it. Don't take the time to feel it. Disengage. Disengage. Watch your mouth. Walk away. Stay in your power. Don't allow anyone to take your power. You have devils trying to convince you that you are not an empress. You have pages trying to step to you as an empress. No, no. Soothe yourself with your power. And stay in your power. All right, Gemini. So, thank you for watching this video. I really hope that helps. I'm going a little bit hoarse, so I'm going to take a little break before I do your extended and I use your oracle cards for your advice. I was going to do all of that in this video, but this video has already run like 40 minutes. So, I'm so sorry for the long video, Gemini. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think September is going to be a weird month. I just think that weird things are going to happen, and they are going to try to distract you. And I think September is going to be the tester month. Remember when I said that, you know, we've moved away so far that at this point, bullshit and fuckery literally has to come and find us? This is going to be our tester month to see what we do when it actually tries to come and find us. If we do nothing, it won't win. If we disengage, if we keep walking, if we watch our mouth, especially if we are cornered or put in a situation where we have to say something, if we handle ourselves with grace. I'm not saying handle yourself like a lady or a gentleman. Just be bigger than that shit. We will win. If we stoop to the level of all this bullshit and fuckery that wants to fuck with us, then we will lose. And everything that we've worked for up until this point might unravel. Gemini. Yeah, so again, I'm going to do your extended, but I'm going to take a little break. I'm a little hoarse. But I'm going to do your extended and have your oracle cards. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please watch this video before you do the extended. I really think you should. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning into Glow in the Dark Tarot. If this reading resonated with you, great. If it didn't, I'm so sorry. There are other YouTube videos out there, or YouTubers who read out there. Please feel free to check them out until you find one that resonates with you. So I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers. I know that's a small goal, but please help me reach my goal and click that subscribe button. If you subscribe to my channel, I will not disappoint you. I will give you the best reads to the best of my ability all the time. Also, please leave me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. I really want to know what's going on with you guys. Please share this video. And again, I appreciate being able to connect with you guys. And yeah, so I'm going to do your extended, Gemini. I'll upload this video and I'll upload the extended, very shortly, okay? Whew. I'll talk to you in a bit, Gemini. I love you. Bye.